Hey guys, it's Woody, and I wasn't going to cover this Xbox Live update because there really isn't a ton of new stuff in it, but I keep getting more and more messages. I get them over Twitter, I get them over YouTube, I get them all the time asking what's new because I have a, tradition of covering updates to Modern Warfare 3 and Xbox and PS3 firmware and things like that. So I thought, you know what? If you want it, I'll do it. Let's get started. So the first change you'll notice in the new Xbox Live update is the Avatar Store. There's two things that are new about it. One, the Avatar Store was added to the dashboard, whereas before I think it was buried in the menu system on your player profile. I'm not even sure, to be honest, though, because I don't go to the Avatar Store a whole lot. And then the next thing is there are updates to the things that you can buy in the Avatar Store itself. So I can't tell you exactly which items are new in the store because I don't have the inventory memorized quite like that to identify what's new and what's old, but I can tell you there's new stuff in there somewhere. So if you're interested in your avatar and you want to update them, this patch gives you new stuff. The next thing that's new is if you go into your profile, you can add information about your height, your weight, your age, things like that. And this is your exercise information. I don't know exactly how they're going to use this, but my assumption is that this new class of Xbox users that use the Kinect to keep themselves physically fit, the Kinect games will eventually be able to start to leverage this information, and it'll be a pretty cool thing. So yeah, if you like exercising with your Kinect, then this might appeal to you. Next up, if you go to System Settings, TV, you can select or remove TV providers from your Xbox. They're doing all sorts of things in the set-top box functionality for this thing, and I like it. The device we bought years ago gets better and better all the time through these software updates. And yeah, so now there's more customizability with regards to the TV settings. Next up, there's an option to turn off the audio, the sound, for the rating collection sound. You'll see it in a second here. I'm going to find this menu under Audio, and then rating collection sounds. Now you can turn that off. That's something new. Maybe I'll update the description if you guys can leave in the comments what the heck this actually does. I tried reading it. I just don't know what the rating collection sound is. So yeah, in the description, if you're watching this and it's not brand new, it'll probably be updated to tell you how that works. But let me know in the comments what the rating collection sound does and why somebody would want to turn that off. And there are two more things that they've done that don't have any video. The first is they disabled support for third-party wireless controllers. This is something that Microsoft has always done. If you want to make your own controller and it's wired, then you're good to go. They're happy to support you, do your thing, but it has to plug in via USB. If you want to make a wireless controller for the Xbox, you can't. Only Xbox makes wireless controllers, which is why most of the aftermarket stuff, like Scuff, for example, they start with stock Xbox controllers and then work from there, because you can't invent your own wireless controller and compete with Microsoft. I guess somebody did, and they shut them down. This is the last change in the new Xbox patch, and it's a pair of them, but they're both related. The first is the CB has changed. I googled that and looked into it, and it took me down this long rabbit hole of how to crack your Xbox, how to modify it, how to do all this crazy stuff. So they made a change there in an effort to make it more difficult to crack than it used to be. And the bottom one, the RC4 keystream calc has changed. A salt was added to the process block. RC4 is an encryption algorithm, and the salt is the way that you sort of, give the encryption algorithm a random number so that it's different every time. That's what they did. These two things, regardless of what the specifics of them are, they're designed to make the Xbox harder to crack. So if you're a guy whose hobby is to break into the Xbox and make it do things it wasn't designed to do, in either great or terrible ways, then you're going to be bummed about this. If you're a guy who maybe runs into crackers in your favorite game and they are hackers and they ruin it for you, then you're going to be psyched about this because it's going to make it a little more difficult for them. If you learned something new or simply liked the video, be sure to click on like. I always appreciate it when you do that. Two vids you may have missed. The top one is Mail Monday. This one covers how to kiss a poor guy who was cheated on and this annoying girl. And the bottom one is Tactical Tuesday. It's a weekly series, fairly new, where I dissect one of my own gameplays and go through what went right and what went wrong. So I think you guys will like those if you're Call of Duty fans or not. And have a good day.